the masterminds behind the gloriously trashy Crank franchise comes Gamer, a big, clumsy, violent mishmash of the Running Man, Existenz, and the Matrix. This fiasco joins the insipid ranks of Dragon Ball Evolution and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen as one of the year's worst movies. Set in the future where the world is almost entirely web-based, the movie follows the story of Cable, a wrongly convicted death row inmate, thrust into a world of Call of Duty-esque game where players control felons through neural implants. The inmate survived to 30 rounds wins their freedom. However, when Cable learns the dark secrets behind the game and the man who designed it, he breaks free of control and sets out on a mission to stop the mastermind and retrieve his wife and daughter before it's too late. Aside from the half-assed wife and daughter story, the audience isn't given any reason to care about Cable at all, or whether he achieves his goals. This isn't helped by Gerard Butler's monotone tough guy performance that persists throughout the film. Cable doesn't emote or show any signs of concern. He just grunts, yells, and shoots at things. Believe it or not, Cable is actually one of the more likable characters in the film. The kid controlling him is an obnoxious little shit. His wife isn't given anything to do by the script but complain, and Michael C. Hall's hammy performance as the mastermind behind the game is positively laughable. Meanwhile, Ludacris sleepwalks through his role as the leader of the Resistance, because what would a movie like this be without the obligatory one-dimensional Resistance characters that only show up in the last half hour? The action in this action movie is probably the most irritating aspect of it. Everyone in the games, excluding Cable, who we don't give a shit about anyway, is completely anonymous and only there to serve as a bullet sponge. Not only does this render the action completely impersonal, but the hideous cinematography and editing that makes Michael Bay seem like a master of subtlety puts the action in one of two categories: don't blink or you'll miss series of seizure-inducing quick cuts, or big unsightly blobs of explosions and dust. I came out with a headache. Nonsensical, overly violent, and stunningly irresponsible, Gamer is worthless, an ADD-afflicted 13-year-old boy's obnoxious, shallow jerk-off fantasy masquerading as a motion picture. I give Gamer half a star out of 5.